I mean, what a week for you all to come on. Let's start with the migrant bill. Maisie, I'm going to go down the line. Maisie?
It's... this whole thing with, like, Gary... I agree with you, Josh. Like, it's so ridiculous kind of going, oh, well, you know, you can have these... The BBC statement said that you can have these opinions, but you can't... you can't sort of like make it side with a political issue, but it's not a political issue. It's right or wrong. It's a moral issue. And also, he's not saying it on Match of the Day. He's not going... We start tonight at Ellen Road with Brighton versus Leeds, but first, that language is like Nazi Germany. Anyway, Guy Mowbray was there. Like, and then also, you've got like the government saying things like, well, do you see this speech that Penny Mordaunt did, going like,
it's awful.
Did you see it?
It's rubbish.
Like, never has it been so obvious that somebody doesn't watch football. They said, they were trying to do this analogy. They were like, yeah, Gary Lineker's just basically, he's like one of these... She said he's like a goal hanger.
Well, no, she described Labour as being like Gary Lineker and being goal hangers.
But being a goal hanger.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I've watched football all my life. I've never heard anyone say a goal hanger. Do you think when Penny Mordaunt scores a goal, she's like, back of the goal string? It's so stupid.
It's like when you ask Siri what the football score is and it kind of tells you, like, 4 points to Liverpool.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad. And also, for Penny Mordaunt to sit there and go, like, Gary should stick to just talking about football and stick to his job. That's his job. Penny Mordaunt went on Splash. Like, how are you going to have a pop at someone?
Chris, we're going to go down the line. Chris?
I mean, what did he say? Gary Lineker, he called it dog whistle language, didn't he? I'd never even heard of that before. And, I mean, it would be good if only dogs could hear it, though, wouldn't it? You'd be like, what's Suella Braverman saying? I don't know, but that Afghan hound looks disgusting. My problem with it was that, like, I mean, Gary... Like, it was the Hitler-Nazi thing. It's Godwin's law. That's what it is, right?
Yes.
Godwin's law is when somebody kind of brings an argument down to the base level of Hitler and Nazi comparisons, you kind of lose the argument by default. And my problem with Godwin's law is every time someone does that, I have to Google what the name of the law was. Because it's just it's a word that doesn't really reflect what it is. And you go, oh, yeah, it was Godwin's law, wasn't it? So I've got a new name for it, which I think describes exactly what it is.
Chatamarang.
It's a little bit wordy, but it's misjudged assertions that trade Hitler and Nazi comparisons over constructive knowledge. It does say what it is, but the only problem with that is the acronym is Matt Hancock.